Welcome back, everybody, to the Trash Friendly Podcast. I am your host, the overworked and underpaid ginger beard man, Dylan Demo Taylor. And with me, as always, and unfortunately, is Columbus's wet dream, the inland northwest, Nick, the garbage royal pearl. How the hell are you as I live and labor to breathe?
I am full. How the hell are you?
What? Yes, we took a little delay in the starting recording to appease your appetite. What did you eat?
I had chicken tikka masala and Dr. Pepper
You
over some rice.
homemade, huh?
No, the rice was
I
homemade. The rest was from Costco.
Oh God! And as I burp up my 7 Up, Sprite, or whatever.
Whatever, fizzy drink.
Not sponsored, but
Right, imagine.
I mean, as a first.
You're right. But yeah, no, we're full. We're fat and happy. Yeah, what?
And we're here to have a conversation. I don't know if you realized in my intro that I was referring to my 4-day weekend in my career
Mm-hmm.
and how that has not helped at all with how busy I am. It has in fact made everything a lot worse because everyone everywhere needs me all the time. Um, but yeah, that's for enjoy. I hope everyone is enjoying their holiday.
There's a holiday.
But Monday is Tyson's holiday. He stole it back from Christopher Columbus.
Oh, huh,
For
weird.
those who don't know, we have a mutual friend who is a Native American, and so Indigenous Peoples Day is the Monday after we are recording.
Uh, Solid holiday.
I mean, it's a hot topic when I talk to him.
Yeah, I could imagine. I haven't talked to Tyson in a little bit, but yeah.
Well, you just recently re-downloaded COD, so there is a reason why.
Yeah, we will be hanging out with him hopefully next weekend. Hopefully,
That's the hope. That's the hope.
hopefully get a 3-man stream going between you and him, getting both your streams up.
I mean, we both were trying to reach out to you yesterday about the COD 3 beta,
I
but
didn't get a message at all.
you got sent party invites 4 times.
I have a new phone and have not installed the PlayStation app on it yet.
That sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, so text usually works better because I was legit watching YouTube videos at my computer.
Well, you're a whore, and you should feel bad. Speaking of whores, I have a topic of discussion.
Oh, let's discuss.
So I was talking to my significant other, and I know how that transition sounds. It sounds awful. She's awesome, and definitely not a whore, but it was what we were talking. However, I talked to her. She's a sports fan, she says, and we're talking baseball stuff, and I take her to a Stanford game, Stanford football, because it was Educator Day and I had free tickets, and I look over and she's miserable, like visibly out of her mind, miserable, and that's when I realized she likes sports. She doesn't like football.
Oof.
What do I do?
All right. Well, let's slide on
And what
over to.
and what do you do? Does your wife enjoy sports?
She does. She loves sports.
All sports?
She's the sports I enjoy. She enjoys. We are slowly transitioning her into enjoying hockey. Um,
Yeah, but
but
see, that's the thing. It's like, should I try that with her? And wouldn't going to a game be better than forcing her to sit down on the couch and watch a football game on TV?
it depends on the person. If you make the hey, we're gonna sit down, we're gonna watch a football game together. I mean, you do your baking that you like to do, cook nice
Bribe her?
date dinner, and you sit down and you just kind of be like, hey, any questions you have, ask, and I will help you understand. Sometimes going to a game is so much to take in at one sitting that it's overwhelming.
Sure,
But
sure.
it's also sometimes it could just be the boys who like football. Like you,
Yeah. Again, I don't have. She doesn't have to enjoy it for us to be in a relationship. It was just the way she talked about being a fan of sports, and then not actually meaning what she said or knowing what that meant to me. It was
Yeah.
very interesting. And
No.
I wanted to get your opinion on that because it was a topic that's totally exactly what this podcast would be for.
Yeah. No. I mean, everybody's different. Everybody's got their likes, their dislikes, but I mean, if she's open to learning about football, just spend some time sitting down and be like, "Hey, let's watch a game and let me lay it out." Like,
Yeah,
because us as guys, like, what we love to do is sit and watch a football game with absolutely no questions. Just let me be
interruption.
enraged about something that happens, or let me celebrate my way, and then go back to my recliner and just yeah,
Yeah,
it's an
yeah.
experience. It's
I,
but
I know you too well. That's
yeah,
all I'm going to say about that.
because I'm one of those. If I'm watching a football game, I do not want questions about what's going on. I don't mind it, but if it's like, hey, this is my
Well, the
team
question
playing,
is, what was? Hey, I walked into the bathroom real quick. What was the last play that was cool?
yeah,
That's fine.
yeah, something like
I'll
that,
recap it.
or a obscure rule that's going on. It's like the people that, hey, let me show you this movie, and they're asking questions the whole time. It's like, just shut up and watch. We'll
Yeah,
discuss it,
you have the answer to these questions if you were paying attention.
right? Or there's
Yeah,
halftime. Ask me at halftime. I'm usually in the
there you
bathroom for
go.
about half that time, and then I'll be back on the recliner scrolling on my phone till halftime's over.
I'm surprised there wasn't an even further delay for that during the start of recording, but
Right.
I'll take it.
No, that will be happening afterwards.
But yeah, I think of all, yeah, I think that's a good suggestion. I think this week is actually pretty perfect for that. If I could convince her to do that, considering the Sunday night game is
Yeah.
a local team and is going to be wonderful, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's going to be a good game, and let me and let our listeners know how it plays out.
I cannot wait. It'll be good. It'll be good. And if it happens, I will definitely give everyone an update and follow through.
Awesome, and she should listen to the podcast to be prepared.
I mean, uh, she doesn't even know about this. She just knows that we're hanging out and that I'm going back over there. So,
All right, that's fair.
but yeah,
But yeah, no, a full blown stadium, especially a stadium like Stanford, where it's absolutely bonkers, is
well, the
not
farm
the.
was empty. It was no, they're not good right now. So it was
But
empty.
like, okay, there's not a whole heap to do down there, and they have a really good, what's it called, like, not fan base, but
How dare you?
student sections and stuff like that.
I mean, their band is world famous for how chaotic it is.
Yeah, and like, I mean, not only is football the show, the band's the show, and it's an experience. It's like
I
if
love their band so much.
it's the when you want to get somebody, like, I love metal music, so if I were to want somebody to get into metal music, I wouldn't take you to a concert and throw you in the mosh pit. I would be like,
I
hey,
mean,
come here.
that sounds like fun. That
uh,
sounds like a great way to introduce it.
I mean,
Yes, me.
I did go to a concert this weekend, so
I was going to ask because I saw some pictures, but who was playing and how was it?
it was the headliner was Avatar, and there was a band I had
Were
never.
they painted blue?
No. There's them, Orbit Culture, who
Did
is
they throw air at you?
no. That's who we were there
Like
to
an
see
avatar?
was Orbit Culture, and then a band I had never heard of was the Native Howl, and oh my goodness, that band is phenomenal.
That sounds like something you'd be interested in
It's
automatically.
it's thrash metal and bluegrass.
What a combo!
Yeah,
What?
it's imagine sounding literally they have a mashup song that they do, a Metallica song and a Soggy Bottom Boys song, and it sounds actually
Man
pretty
of
freak.
Constant Sorrow.
Yep, and it's
Oh,
called
great song. Great
I
song. Great soundtrack in
yeah,
general.
I think they called their
Oh, brother, where
song.
art thou? Great movie.
Yeah, it was like Harvester of Constant Sorrow is what the song they did.
Harvest.
So phenomenal song, phenomenal band. They're from Detroit. The other two bands are from Sweden.
Oh wow,
So
those meatballs.
yes, but I will say, I mean, music wise, the Native Howl were phenomenal. I mean, Orbit Culture was phenomenal as well. Like, I've never wanted to jump into a pit so bad in my life. And Avatar, like, even if I'm not a huge fan of their music, that was one of the best music shows I've ever seen. Like they know how to put on a show to where like I mean, I don't care if I like the music or not. I was getting into it.
Hmm. That leads me to a similar question. Who is a bigger metal fan? You or your wife?
Me, 100%.
And was that always the case? Is that ever changed? Is that
No,
did you have to do that to her? Did you correct her?
no. We both enjoyed our aspects of metal. I'm more of the. I'd say I enjoy more of the
Copper
heavier.
and tin. Oh,
I
and
enjoy
she's more
much more
gold and
heavier.
silver.
She's more
I'm just
like
making a metal joke.
yeah, no, she's more into
Tungsten and steel.
yes. No, she's more into her gothic bands, her Viking metal bands. I'm more into
No shock. No shock at all.
melt my face absolutely completely off kind
Screamo.
of music.
Screamo.
Yeah. If my face isn't
That
dripping,
sounds
then it's not a good song.
drippy face.
Yeah. But no, I fantastic show and would 110% go see again.
Excellent.
And it was a great date night for me and the wife. So,
There you go. Well, speaking of date night, actually, thank you for saving my transition. That was about to be just awful.
yep.
But yeah, so I was hanging out with a friend on Monday night, and this is I'll tell you the full story because this is actually not a social story. This is a coach's corner story.
Oh.
Yeah. So with our 4-day weekend, there were no games for my flag football team last week. And so we had 2 practices last week, Monday and Wednesday, no games. We have 2 games this week coming up, and no practices. On Monday, our practice was 3:45 to 4:45. At 4:40, I coach by myself, and there's 2 other practices. One is a coworker and his friend coaching 7th graders. The co-coach that is his friend, my friend of a friend, comes running up to me, sort of jogging, not super rushed, but not walking, and he goes, "Hey, do you have any ice?" I'm like, "Yeah, I should have some in my bag for any sprained ankles or anything." And I go, "Why?" And he goes, "Oh, because Coach Chris decided to put his kneecap in his calf."
Oh.
So because we are employees of the school that we are providing this service for, that just involves chaos. So I run and get the wheelchair from the nurse's office. So by the way, this is a 20-year-old Tongan man who's 20 and 300 pounds, and like 2 of me in height. So putting him in the wheelchair threw out my shoulder, and he was still only like his crack was like on the armrest. It was wonderful. It's very funny. And then I had to push him through turf to get him to my car because I'm not letting you drive like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's trying to call his mom because he's only 20. He doesn't know what to do. But he's a football player. So guess how many times this has happened to him before?
I'd say probably 2 or 3.
Yep, 3 or 4 was what he said. And he's probably gonna be out for a while. But yeah. So we were in the ER at Kaiser for about 5 till guess when?
I'm going to go with midnight to 1 in the morning.
1 a.m. We got out at 1 a.m. At which point I then had to drive him back to work because that's where his car was and carry him like 2 steps to get him from my vehicle to his. And Nick, what do I drive?
You drive a Prius, and
you barely fit in that.
yeah, and I am not as big as this man is.
Yeah. So I felt so bad, but there was nothing else I could do. So that was my Monday night. I thought you'd find that interesting.
Yeah, it's I'm pretty sure the bad part is I think you had to drive past your house to get to your school to turn around and go back to your house.
Absolutely. It's yep.
Yeah.
I live across the bridge from the hospital we were at. Regardless, I would still have to take him home, which was at least a little bit closer, but it wasn't. So at that point, it was not worth it.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That's it's a crazy experience. That's never fun dealing with injuries.
Thank God I'm WAFA certified. I've got training, know how to stay calm and be active. It's great. It's a skill. I recommend it.
Yeah,
First aid classes are worth the time.
they are, especially back in the day when we used to play ultimate frisbee, and at least one person a year put something in a place where it shouldn't be, whether it be a shoulder in a rib cage, or elbow turning the wrong way.
Or an entire Ben on top of me.
Yeah, an entire bend is that's a big load.
A wide load indeed. We got to put that sticker or tattoo it on his tramp stamp. Oh my God! Make
Oh,
Ben get that as a tramp stamp.
something tells me I don't think he will.
We'll get him drunk. It'll be fine.
Good luck.
Yeah, I guess he has his tolerance. I'm sure.
Yeah, that's why when him and I go out for a drink, it's one or two drinks, and it's never to get drunk, because a
It sounds like it's fun.
being
You go
drunk is
broke.
dumb. Yeah, it's dumb. It's
Yeah,
we go broke,
never done it.
and it's I don't know. I guess in my older years, it's I mean having a beer too while you're watching football on a Sunday, fantastic. Having a beer with the guys, fantastic. Coming home after your Monday night or Monday work day and down in a 30 rack before you go to work on Tuesday, a little ridiculous.
Yeah, I still don't know what that's about.
I don't even know what it's about. Even in my younger, early 21, 22-year-old years, I never did that. Just
What's a beer taste like?
imagine liquid bread.
Ugh, wet
Yeah.
bread. Oh,
Yeah.
I hate that so much.
Yep. I mean, I only drink one or two or three different types of beer. I'm more of a liqueur guy. But yeah, no, that's our my alcoholic rant.
There you go.
But yeah, no,
Well,
that sounds like a crazy start to your work week. Good thing it was a short one.
well, yeah, that helps too. But then on Wednesday we decided to make the practice. So we had a joint practice. My players with his players without him, and his co-coach. And there was a simple rule. We went over everything, every safety protocol, every rule in the rule book. We literally went over. And if and then we said, all right, you guys can scrimmage. We'll make teams that are fair. And if we see anyone do anything remotely unsafe, you're all doing a lap. They ended up doing 3 laps. It was great
It's
because
fair.
my players kept throwing balls after the play into each other and pushing and shoving each other when they're on the same team. And, you know, literally the point was no injuries, please.
So what you're saying is you're gonna turn into the Bob Knight of middle school football. Start
I
throwing
mean,
things into the center. Start whooping up on your own team.
no, I use them. It really is more about getting yelled at from the principal.
Hmm.
But like I mean I don't make them run for nothing.
Yeah.
Even warm up laps and like you can do whatever you want. I'm not gonna make you do that. But if I tell you to run, it's and usually it's there and backs. The problem is this was such a big deal that we made it a big deal
Yeah. No, it's
because I had seen some internal conflict. So again, my coaching can change based on my players and the safety protocols, and if they're being little turds, which they have been,
you know,
I will treat them accordingly.
as a back in the day, I was a high school athlete. I remember being disciplined by running lines because I was in basketball, so we were more straight.
Next season.
Yeah, yeah, we were a little different, but I mean, I remember showing up to practices, there being a trash can on both ends after a really bad game, and giving the talking to the coach, hey, what's the trash cans for? Yep, you're gonna need it, and about 45 minutes later of nonstop running lines, yeah, we were needing it.
Yeah, see, that's high school is different than middle school. Like, I will only make you do a line drill if you're like talking during a huddle. Like, I can't coach you if you won't let me coach you, so you're gonna run it out because you clearly need to do something with your faces and your bodies. So do it and come back.
Yep, we had the run a lap, and since our football, or what was it, our
I mean, it would
track
help.
was
I mean, it would
around
help.
football.
Yeah, it would help if I had like another coach to run a practice while I'm making the other people run. But no,
Yeah, I'll come down there and co-coach with you, and
you could you and yeah,
I'll be the
yes,
disciplinary.
please. Oh, thank God, because I have my playbook is awesome,
Yeah, no,
and my quarterback is talented, but he's one of the mouthiest kids I have worked with in a long time.
you should.
He thinks he's better than he is.
Yeah, you should ask him if he wants to play front hand backhand real quick. You go first.
No, I threatened to bench him because we do have a good backup. But
Yeah. No, the bench is a good disciplinary tool when it comes to coaching.
you wanna come off the bench? You wanna just play your corner, and I'll give QB to someone else?
Yeah, you want to, that
Keep
girl.
talking.
Yeah, you pull that girl that you really like that's coming to the game. Yeah, she ain't gonna see you play because you'll be on the bench.
Oh, that's what the other team's coach told me that he does with his players. That if they start like mouthing off, he makes it homophobic, and they all stop.
Fair.
Which I didn't think about doing because I'm like also an employee. But
Yeah,
hey, if it works.
Yeah, I mean everybody's got their own coaching techniques. I mean, but you need a little bit of fire to be one of the great ones.
Well, you know how another reason I can prove that I'm a good coach is the record of our prediction score.
Yeah.
And so last week we did our predictions. I was +4. There were 6 points on the line, and what did we do?
We split right down the middle. I won 3 and you won 3.
But I would like to point out that I would like to offer myself a bonus point, should you be okay with it, because the one of contention was our personal teams.
Yeah.
Your primary, my secondary. Would you be consensual to that? Because I think I deserve it.
You don't deserve shit, so we'll start out with that.
Well, then get good scrub. So I'm still +4 going into week 5. And I'm happy to say you suck.
I will take that for right now. Comeback's happening. Started out slow.
Starting. You have yet to score on me.
I would have scored 3, but no, you had to go score 3 too. So up yours.
I mean, get good scrub. All right. Well, in that case, since we're talking so much smack, let's go into our Sunday clips, starting with the international series. Of course, you got me on this one last week. Jaguars did kick butt, and they have now been there for 2 weeks. Who do you think is taking the 6:30 game?
Let me whip open that.
The answer, by the way, is Jaguars or Bills.
For week 5?
For week 5. Sunday.
Idiot.
What?
I'm
you
an
do?
idiot. So
This isn't news.
Wait, hold on. Am I an idiot?
Yes.
No, I'm not an idiot. I'm smart.
Let's specify what you mean.
I thought I accidentally wrote my predictions down for week 6.
I mean, you'll still use that regardless.
But I didn't. I just had something on the wrong page. Yeah, so I have mine in order from how they appear on the Score app.
I had ESPN open, so
yeah.
Regardless, 6:30.
Buffalo, Jacksonville. I'm gonna have to take Buffalo.
Well, I was going to agree with you, and I thought you are stupid because aren't I supposed to go first before you say it?
Oh yeah.
I'm ahead.
Well, yeah. You
regardless.
Go but I mean, you'd be dumb to choose Jacksonville.
Yeah, no. I mean, they are a good international team when they're playing equal teams, but that is not an equal team.
Yes. Next on the
so
docket.
I have.
Oh, you have. Yeah, you had Buffalo.
I have Buffalo too, but what's the next game you have?
I got Giants Dolphins.
Giants Dolphins.
Yeah, that was quickest I've ever had to put on here.
Dolphins.
Followed up with the Saints and the Patriots.
This
one was a head scratcher for me.
Yeah, it's the Saints.
Is that your?
It's the Saints.
Final.
It's the Saints. It is.
That's who I
picked. Did you pick the same?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Great game, Baltimore Steelers.
Oh, the Ravens.
Yeah.
I've yet to be. Yeah, Steelers need to prove it.
Yeah, like I said, their defense phenomenal. Outside of that, they have no offense at all. It's abysmal. Let's go with Houston Falcons.
See, I think this is going to be close. The line agrees with what I want to go with anyway, and that's because I really like the offense of the Falcons.
Okay, I'm choosing Houston. So first disagreement.
1 point so far up for grabs.
Yep. Let's go Colts Titans divisional matchup.
Ooh. Okay, side swipe. I pick at the Colts, and also what is happening to Derrick Henry.
I don't know. I think I don't know how much of it's him, how much of it's the offense, like
The O-line
O-line maybe
coordinator.
something, but it's I don't know. It's very
It's
weird.
a waste. It's a waste.
Yeah.
I mean, just putting 3 on him shouldn't do that much.
Yeah. No, it's weird. It's something I feel like something. Unless they're yeah, I have no idea what they could be doing with him. But
Speaking of not knowing what they're doing, what about those Panthers and Lions?
I am picking the Lions, and I know you are too.
Oh yeah, but like, dude, why aren't you picking your Panthers, man?
Because right now, Detroit, the odds are not in our favor.
I'm not asking about Detroit. I'm asking you what the fuck is going on with your Panthers.
Our coach is a blubbering idiot.
It's entertaining. I just want to point that out.
Like, how do you call a play for somebody who's not even on the field, genius? Like, come on, buddy. And the whole BS excuse of, oh, why aren't you throwing the football down the field, letting Bryce Young go a little bit, and you're just calling short plays? Because it's not like the long plays are there. Nobody's even running long. Everyone's running short. And he's like, well, the dink and dunk is what Chargers played. Yeah, guess what?
Sure.
Chargers lost that game.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
And Thielen is a slot receiver on his best day. Like, he's the best slot receiver on his best day.
Oh, yeah.
But he's not a wide receiver. He's a slot receiver.
There is talk of us going after a few top tier guys right now.
I'm sure. With what capital, especially if you just want to go on the Caleb Williams lottery?
We won't.
Why not? Yes, you will. They will.
We don't have a first round pick.
Do you not?
No.
Who has it? You faded to Texas, right?
Chicago has it. So if
that's even better.
Carolina and Chicago got the first and second spot, Chicago will own the first and second overall pick.
That's awesome.
So
I love that way too much.
We are in very much, if we need to fix something, we need to go out and get some people. So the talks have been Jerry Jeudy possibly coming in. The fact that before we even we'll circle around back to this when we get to the topic. Once we get to the Bengals game. But you're picking Lions?
Yes.
Unless you want to play devil's advocate on that one.
Not an 0-4.
Okay, well, this works out perfect. So circling back to that, of what's going on with the Bengals? Like, what the hell, man? Like,
yeah. Is it all on Joe Burrow? I feel like it's all on Joe Burrow. Am I crazy?
It's got to be coaching staff, because you saw that Jamar Chase is asking for a trade after getting in a fight with the coaching staff.
Yeah.
So that's how we bring it back to the Panthers.
Good.
Imagine.
No.
Imagine.
He would rather not. Jamar Chase would fit, though. That's
it sucks that he would fit. But all I'm saying is that all comes around to possible good for Panthers.
I got to give Cardinals some credit for putting up more of a fight than I thought they would.
By the way, you saw that. I mean, I'm pretty sure Kyler Murray has lost his starting job.
Absolutely, it's not. He can go play. He can go to esports, sir. Go to esports.
But I am going with Josh Dobbs and the Cardinals over Cincinnati.
Well, I was going to as well, but I'm debating whether this is one I could see my. Is there only 1 point on the board?
Yeah, there's only 1 point.
Well, you've put me in a delicate situation. I will come. We'll come back to this one. I want to say Cardinals so much more than I should.
Okay.
So let's see if we can
Well,
convince me otherwise.
let's
See how many points I
go
can
Philly Rams.
Philadelphia.
I think Rams will put up a fight because I
If you
think
pick the Rams here, I'll pick the Bengals in the other one. How about that?
I did not
So I
pick
think
the
you're
Rams
crazy.
here, but I will say that
You want to take that deal? You can take that deal right now.
I do not want that
You could-
deal. But the Rams, pretty decent team. Eagles
One-dimensional.
should not have
Anybody?
struggled against a team that just went and lost to the Bears.
Yeah.
So, but I'm still picking Philly. Kansas City, Minnesota.
Son of a bitch. I mean,
Yeah, you sticking with your team, or you just
I-
gonna admit they're trash?
you didn't, and I'm mad at you for it.
I'm not sticking.
Um,
Not when it's a nine.
no,
nine
it's against the
difference.
Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you picking Kansas
Here's
City?
here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to stick with my Cardinals, not switch over the Bengals, pick the Vikings on this one, and pray.
Okay. Let's go. The game that I was
Oh, this
having
is good.
trouble with. Jets
This
Broncos.
is tough. This is tough.
So are we gonna
Um,
see who is any of the moms of any of the players on Denver going to be there? Zach Wilson texted me earlier, and he's curious.
Yeah. No, I do have an answer, an answer and a reason for this one.
Okay, let's hear it.
And yours is written down. I don't want you.
Mine is
I'm choosing.
all mine are written down
Okay.
already. I will not switch.
All right.
Scouts honor.
All right. I am saying mine, and then you're saying yours. Then I'll tell you why.
Okay.
I am picking the Jets
I am picking the Jets as well.
because it's an away game and that turf is awful. Is my answer.
Yeah, that turf is hot garbage.
So I think they'll be better playing away, and they're only 0-1 away, whereas the Broncos are 0-2 at home, and it's not turf. So that's my answer.
Yeah, and yeah, I 100% agree. Jets will be taking that W home. Speaking of W's, let's go Dallas Cowboys Niners for the night game. Best game of the year, in my opinion, so far.
I'm so excited. Yeah, no, this is gonna be great. Party at my house. You should get over here.
Yeah, let me
We can get on the plane.
let me buy a plane ticket. Spend a couple
Do it.
$100 just to get down there for a game.
I'll drive you. Yeah, well, it's also a home game. Like we could go. It's $280 to go.
Yeah, so you're talking if I had a spare $600 laying about,
Yeah.
I should go take the weekend,
Don't
spend
you?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ain't that.
But no,
rich.
it's a Niner game, prime time at home. Orno, no reason to doubt yet.
Yeah, where Cowboys have given us reason to doubt.
And you saw the trade. Speaking of trading teams, did you hear about the edge rushing?
Yep. I'm a
Yeah,
little
that's
upset.
great.
I was hoping Carolina
great.
would go out and get Randy Gregory.
I'm just gonna put my hands up and put them behind my head with interlaced fingers. Take a big old sigh of relief. I mean, not like they needed any more help on that defensive line.
Right. But you're kind of playing it of a injury thing.
Yeah,
Should
they
something
have
go down, you have
three
something.
left ends, and you got the defensive tackles, Hargraves, and of course Bosa. But
This one should be interesting. Our Monday night game, we got Packers Raiders.
interesting.
Very interesting. Good game.
And there's 2 points on the line right now.
Yes, 2 points on the line.
All right, I'm gonna throw you a curveball.
Hmm.
I am +4. I am going to devil's advocate this one, regardless of what you. So whatever you pick, I'm picking the opposite. I really hope you pick who I think you picked, but I don't think you did.
So you're picking the Raiders, is what I'm hearing.
That makes that's about right.
Yep.
Yeah, I
right.
guess so.
And since we might not be able to record till after next Thursday night's game, let's.
tracks.
I'm just gonna write you down for Kansas City.
I just looked over and saw who they were playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about that team. That's
Why
just
is that?
Gonna get
Why is
spanked.
that prime time? That's a game you switch. I'll tell you that right now. That's a game you switch.
That's a game that that's going to be disgustingly bad.
Why the NFL is using that new analytics software to pick a perfect schedule,
And it's
not understanding how prime time works. I don't think.
and not understanding that, honestly, in all honesty, I think this is the worst matchups I've seen for like
Prime time, yeah.
yeah, in prime time. It's been
Well, here's the thing: the matchup quality has been equal, but they're choosing ones that are garbage. They could pick
Yeah.
equal teams that are high tier, and that would be awesome. They're just not doing that, and I don't know why.
because where they're letting the robots analytics take over that, and it's that's a whole different
talking about
podcast.
it. We're talking about it, aren't we?
Yeah, yeah. No, it's been cheeks. Like I used to look forward to, all right, Sunday night game, like end of the night, everybody's hanging out. Let's go watch a game. Get in my comfy spot. Now it's like, well,
Well, Sunday night. Come on, that's gonna be great.
Sunday's going to be great. Monday, I don't ever watch.
Mondays and Thursdays have been awful.
Yeah, this Monday's great. The Thursdays have been but they usually try and put the worst games on Thursday.
That's amazing. Amazing.
Because, the game's on at what, like 10 o'clock back east or something like that? Or like starts at 8 o'clock or something back east?
8, I think. 8 to 10, yeah.
Yeah, so.
But how's your fantasy team doing before we start thinking about signing off?
Not good. We lost last week. Because
What's that like?
we have some guys that don't know how to play.
I stand by my question. What is losing like?
Sucks.
Yeah,
Especially-
yet to happen. I'm 4-0 bitches.
Especially since I just took my first hit for bye weeks.
Yeah, my bye weeks are supposed to be bad, but like so far, like the first 2 or 3 I checked, I should still be okay.
Yeah, this is my first
So I
one.
don't know what the fuck is happening.
Yeah, I do have a conundrum in my fantasy league or fantasy game this week.
Yeah, go for it.
I have George Kittle starting at tight end.
Yeah, he's underperforming consistently. Who's your backup?
My backup is Jake Ferguson, who is overperforming.
And the
The
problem
only-
here is prime time.
That's what I'm saying.
Niners
Is like it's
too.
going to be a close game. Niners
Who are
really.
they playing? Who the other team? So he plays for, and who they playing?
Ferguson is Dallas is tight end.
Right.
So
Oh,
Sunday night game. That's why I was saying my
can't
Sunday night
lose.
game has a. Yeah.
You want to trade one of those two over to me?
No, because
Either.
Mixon
Whatever
hasn't
you don't
been
pick.
Mixon hasn't been doing anything.
Well, that's because I won't. You can pick someone else, maybe.
Yeah, if I were, there's nobody really on your team when I was looking at it earlier that I would want.
You
That
don't
you
want Mostert, maybe.
not with Achan getting his button gear.
All right, worth a shot.
Uh,
Worth a shot.
I take McCaffrey off of your hands.
Yeah, you're gonna have to give me your entire team twice over.
Nah.
That 50 burger last week,
Yeah.
49.7. But I'm rounding up because I like the guy.
No.
He was
I'm,
actually at the Stanford game.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, my defense or my team is not looking so hot this week because my big point catcher.
What's your record? What's your overall record?
I'm 2-2,
2-2.
and I'm playing
I can count
the
four.
commish this week.
Yeah, but also, he's still trading like an amateur.
Yeah. No,
Is he okay?
the people I've been dropping, he has been going and picking up. Like,
What?
I dropped Kareem Hunt.
Yeah.
He went and picked him up. I dropped T. Higgins. He went and picked him up. He has 2 Browns running backs on his bench. Like, my God, dude.
This man is drunk all
The
the time. or
Only
something.
good thing he has going for him is the Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs connection.
Sure. Wait for that bye week. I want to see the score for that game.
So that's why, out of spite, my flex position's open because Saquon's questionable. So
they're safe.
I
Quite
threw
safe.
Gabe Davis in there. So if Josh
How'd he
Allen
do?
passes a touchdown and it's to
Mhm.
Gabe Davis, well, I'll take some of them points.
There you go.
Yeah, but yeah,
Yeah, you always look at that matchup. Like if I'm playing a quarterback and they have the receiver, that we basically cancels out any point differential,
yeah.
stuff like
I'm
that.
hoping CJ Stroud doesn't let me down because Geno Smith is on bye for me. So I am bringing
Oof,
CJ Stroud in.
that's a tough one. I mean, I got my quarterbacks are set. Again, I don't know what's happening to Justin Herbert, but he is my backup to my Kirk Cousins this week.
But other than week one, CJ, see, here's another thing I hate about the app that we use is the projected points are such cheeks. They make
They
zero
don't
sense.
change enough. Yeah.
No, like so CJ Stroud, I could see after his first week because he's only projected to get like 17 points. He had 10 points his first week, then 22, 23, 25, and now he's playing a
Wow.
porous Atlanta defense.
Yeah.
So, and like, I mean, Josh Jacobs hasn't been putting up numbers. Neither has Mixon, but why are they both slated for like 16 or 18 points?
Because this was discussed beginning of the year.
Yeah,
For
they
sure.
never change it.
Nope. They change them live, but that's about it.
Only thing I'm thinking about switching, actually. Ooh, I could do that. Slide Gabe Davis in where Jerry Jeudy is and run a 2 tight end, or put another tight end in my flex.
You can't tight end your flex in our league.
I thought we could. Thought we switched that.
If you didn't tell me, I'm gonna fucking riot.
Yeah, I thought we switched that. I don't know, or unless it was the old league.
Damn it, Robbie. Not
Uh,
even then. I remember that we didn't have that
Weird.
because other leagues have like full flex where you could have a second QB, and that's like OP.
Yeah, no, I don't like that at all because then for bye weeks you have no QB out there.
That's part of the fun. Part of the chaos.
Nah.
I don't mind it. It's just you gotta find a group that agrees on rules like that.
Um,
But yeah, we'll
yeah.
see how we do. Who am I playing? I'm playing someone who's fine. But again, the first 5
You're
weeks
playing
throwing me off.
number 3, the guy that just barely beat me.
Yeah, I should be okay. Look, I'm projected to win again, but
No, he's
it's gonna be a
predicted to
closer
win.
one if he is. Since when? What did he do?
Since he's got 125.7, you're at 124.4.
Eh,
He's starting
changed
Miles
something.
Sanders, which has put up no points.
yeah, that's
Uh-oh.
funny.
I mean,
My CMC's got what? Plenty. We're good.
I would trade you a lot to get CMC.
I'm sure you would.
Like I would throw pretty much.
Your entire team. Let me clarify. Your entire team.
No, like in all reality, is there players on my team that
Both your tight ends.
I'd give you both my tight ends.
I'd have to look at your team. A comparable running back, your wide receiver and your wide receiver one,
Which is
and maybe a quarterback because dear God, there's this. I have all the power.
Yeah, I mean, I would give you Keenan Allen and maybe one other person, just because my wide receivers are pretty decent.
Now you got 3 more. Yeah, no.
You don't
All
have the
right.
room. Actually, that would work because I don't just go scrape up everything you have to get rid of.
Yeah, as I drop Zeke, like, come on.
Yeah, no Zeke. I do think Zeke is about to start. I'm hoping Zeke starts taking more control this week because the guy I'm playing has Stevenson, who is
Yeah, there's a
questionable.
method to the madness. There's a method to the madness of why I dropped like 2 other players over him. I think it was AJ Dillon and Hunter Renfro got dropped by me, and then I'm holding out hope. Is he good? No. Is he great? No. Is he a viable flex? Maybe soon,
Yeah, maybe soon. I
especially over bye weeks.
I mean, my bye weeks are set up because even my bench is pretty stellar right now.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm getting my quarterback and my wide receiver 1 out of the way now.
There you go. You're getting it done early when So you
Yeah,
got lucky.
getting it done early, and I mean I'll just
Can't wait
cycle
to hear
through
about
my
this.
running backs. I got speaking of coming back, I got Jamison Williams coming back. from suspension.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be riding the bench for a couple weeks for me until
Till you see his average come up.
yeah, see what happens. Because I mean he's gonna be fighting St. Brown for a lot of them catches.
Yeah, he's good. I like him too.
But I mean Williams is a deep threat, so it'll be interesting to see how he's used.
Can't wait.
But
But yeah, no, Sunday night. Can't wait.
yeah,
What are you streaming this week?
I'm thinking there's a game called Contraband Police, which is basically a border control game in like Russia. Looks super fun. Played the demo on it earlier. Looks super fun. Might give that a whirl ski. But yeah, next weekend, if we could get you and that other jabroni to stream, we will be doing the Call of Duty next weekend.
That sounds like a plan. And where can they find you stream?
We are on Twitch under the Garbage Gorilla 95 name tag. It's a me.
That's you. And I'm there too, but it's demo 913. Demo is 0.
Yeah. So
Crazy.
what's our third possibly playing with us? What's his?
Tyson? I don't know. There's something about something native.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to have Tyson on here soon.
I don't know. He has like 3 different usernames that I'm aware of.
Fair.
You got my favorite one is because you know what he does for a living, right?
What?
He's a chef. He cooks.
Uh-huh.
He works at fun restaurants.
Fair.
And you know how he's native? Right?
Yeah.
Guess what my favorite username of his is?
I'm not sure.
The Sous Chef.
Creative.
It's fucking genius, and that's why I love him so much. He's great people.
It works out
But
well.
yeah, hopefully we'll have him stream or just join us for something.
Yeah, because
tell Enders he sucks and his trash family is trash, and
I will be.
if you know, you know.
Yeah, you have to be in the know. But yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. All I got going on today is got to help my cousin set up his stuff for his stream, and then
Sure, I'll be texted if you have questions. I'm expecting them.
I mean, it's all it is we're adjusting his lighting setup, so we should be good there.
Did you ever do that for you, you stupid bastard?
Yeah, my lighting's perfect.
Did you get a new light for in front of the camera?
No, I don't
There
need
you
one.
go. Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Anyway, hopefully I'll see you on stream shortly.
Yep.
And for everyone else, Nick is going to take us out.
Yeah, I appreciate you all for tuning in. If you wouldn't mind giving us a like, comment, subscribe on YouTube. You know, the whole button thingies that we all asked to press. But yeah, you have
That's
yourself.
called a call to action.
It is a call to action. And another call to action is have a great freaking football weekend. Enjoy the show, enjoy the food, enjoy the family time, the friend time, and we will catch you all next weekend.
Bye, everybody.